going to be a stock market crash? And do you think there will be a correlation with Bitcoin and crashing if the stock market crashes?
I don't see a crash coming. I mean, because they're pumping it up.
Not 2021,
so much
2022.
money.
Yeah.
They're printing more money. So where's the money going? It's going into the stock market and it's going into crypto market. And until they stop printing more money, the money is going to keep going into the markets. And who's getting all this money? That's the question you should really be asking. Like,
no, I mean, the Treasury Secretary is Janet Yellen, right? So
Joe, we have a new name for her. It's Janet No Telling Yellen, because there's no telling how much that printer going to go.
Yeah, I mean, when Janet was running the Fed, they couldn't tolerate a 5% decline in equities. It went down 5%. And they turned it on, right? Yeah. They're gonna do 7 trillion. They're gonna do universal basic income.
Yep.
You know, that's it. And that's why the central banks are gonna need digital currencies. You know, so
send it out quick.
Well, send it out quick and then earmark it for certain purchases, not Tesla stock on margin. So it'll be an expanded version. The digital currencies issued by the central banks will be like expanded versions of food stamps. You'll be able to buy food, clothes, necessity, Uber, transportation. Just, you won't be able to open up a margin account on Robinhood.
Yeah. So here's something interesting
to the US. You think that's why the US and UK have kind of got rid of the derivatives markets for Bitcoin, at least? Is that maybe potentially why, like, for people watching, do you guys think, leave a comment, do you think that's why there's no derivatives markets, so that you have to actually buy it with your own money and you're not losing, 5 times as much because you think adding leverage doesn't increase your risk because you're adding more risk because you're adding leverage? I don't know. I'm curious to have your guys' thoughts on that, because there are taking away derivatives and leveraged accounts and margin accounts.
The powers that be, if they want you to be levered, they want you to be levered propping up equities.
Yeah. Well, right? I mean,
if everybody got levered in crypto, the prices would be so high, they'd be probably more embarrassed than they already are.
Yeah, I think it's really simple. It's a lot simpler than all that, which is that they see how much money is going out to these exchanges that are overseas, and they don't want that. They want to control it. But I think that one of the things that people don't see about this, that I think the lower income people in the United States are probably going to start realizing soon, which is with us, raising minimum wage in a lot of places, soon across the United States, we all see what's coming, $15 an hour. Well, when you're making $15 an hour to flip burgers, what's going to happen there is you're going to be making a livable wage. That's great. But the inflation is causing the value of that money to go down. So what's actually happening is you're going to be raising out of being able to be in government programs. You're going to be raising to higher tax brackets, and you're not going to be able to afford anything extra. You're going to still be in the exact same situation. And I think, the government is going to keep that Ponzi scheme going as long as they can possibly have it going. I think what we're looking at when we look long-term at the economy, it's not going to crash in 2021. 2021 is going to be a great year for the stock market. It's going to be a great year for Bitcoin. It's going to be a great year for everything. It's not going to be a great year for the US dollar. I mean, obviously the inflation is going to cause, we could lose the reserve currency by the end of next year. But as far as our actual economy goes, as long as they just keep, it literally is a Ponzi scheme. It literally is they're printing more money to borrow, to pay to people. This money is not going to come back in taxes. This money isn't going to get replaced. It's just simple supply and demand. And nobody's going to have to pay rent in 2021. Nobody's going to have to pay rent. Nobody's going to get evicted. If you're just a small, a person who rents out a house here, rents out a house there, you're going to be in bad shape because you won't be able to evict people. But once all of this vaccine gets dispersed, once everything starts returning back to normal, even Bill Gates himself, said that by early 2022, we will be looking at getting back to normal. Well, when we get back to normal and everybody is able to get back working and people are going to have to start paying rent and we're going to start reaping all of the consequences, they're going to come from the last year and next year is going to be extremely ugly. We just got to cross our fingers it doesn't turn into the, Walking Dead apocalypse minus zombies around here, because that's about what it's going to be.
We love zombies though.
Well, if we're going to go Walking Dead, we might as well bring the zombies on. So, I mean, I'm down with it.
Let's tokenize them as NFTs.
You did see that McConnell did approve the $1 billion stimulus just today for coronavirus.
Yeah, but that's not doing anything though. That's the thing though. That $900 billion is not that's not doing anything, because, and that's why this is just the beginning of this.
Yeah.
Because people hear stimulus, you're like, oh yeah, stimulus. Where's my check? Where's my check at? It's Friday. Pass me my check. But that 900 billion is all going to corporations and payroll protection programs. That's not even any airdrop money. So people hear that, they get excited. They're like, I can get this check and put it in Bitcoin or do what I did and buy an iMac Pro, like that's what people hear, but that's not what's even coming yet. So I don't know why everybody's so excited about that. That all this paycheck protection program is going to do is just allow people to be out of work for longer. So if you're not working and you're getting paid, then
right.
you might like
And of
it.
course, it's
Why
not
go
going
to
to
work?
cover.
Yeah.
It's not going to cover anything because Joe's going to probably shut it down for 4 months. General public won't have the vaccine. They got to do frontline healthcare workers and all of the first responders.
Yeah. And over
And
74, that's the number they're saying. If you're over 74,
right. So Joe Public, this is of course assumes the vaccine doesn't start the zombie apocalypse like in I Am Legend. Assuming the vaccine works, general public's not going to get it for 4 months.
yeah.
So if he wants to stop it from spreading, he may have to shut the whole thing down. I drove by a Sam's parking lot the other day. I think people get it. People may be ready for 4 to 6 weeks, but they're not ready for 4 to 6 months. You imagine? Right. That's why I think all these alternative monies that are available in PayPal are just going to smoke.
Yeah.